Alright, so I definitely wasn't expecting to make this video right now, as I'm literally preparing to do a stream for a Master Duel pack opening, but that's going to be delayed a couple of minutes now, because Konami decided of all times, now is the time they're going to drop their skill ban list, which is... We've been waiting for it for quite a while now, so it's not a surprise that it eventually arrived. It's just weird they decided now of all times. But anyway, so I'm not really sure what to expect from this sort of ban list. I think the Odd Eye skill is probably going to be on here just because it was so popular in the last Casey Cup, which is something that's weird considering it's not even that popular in tournaments anymore, but did so well in the last Casey Cup, I'd expect that to be on here. Other things like the Gandora skill might get some restrictions put on it or something to stop it being played with Orcust. Other than that, I'm not really sure what else to expect on here, because we all thought BLS would be a skill change, but, well, that deck's been nerfed into oblivion now, so it's not going to be on here. So I don't know what to expect from this. Hopefully it's a good one, though, with some spicy stuff, because, yeah, otherwise I'm going to be very depressed. Alright, what do we got? So we've got Clear Wing Acceleration, Gateway to Another Dimension, Empty Infinite, and Infinite Light, Raging Pendulum. Alright, so we've got a couple of interesting ones on here. I don't really remember what this one is. And this skill is the Timelord one, right? Which they are strengthening. Okay, let's have a look. So I've also got DLM open on my other monitor, so if we get stuck trying to find what the difference is in the skills, because Konami for some reason they do this stupid spot the difference game with their skills, where it's like, we have to try to find what the difference is. So if I have trouble finding it, I'll just check on DLM to see what exactly they've changed. But it shouldn't be too hard, hopefully. Alright, so first one you want is the Speedroid skill, Clear Wing Acceleration. So Speedroid fell off very hard after Konami just gutter stomped it with just a random shit ton of bans when it realistically only needed a couple. So let's see what they did. Is it going to be like a revert type situation? Alright, each flame effects be used once per duel. You cannot normal summon special summon monsters except Synchro monsters or Wind Dragon type machine monsters. During the duel you activate the skill. Yeah, that's all about the same. If you control a... Actually, where's the text just bigger? Alright, so it's in this last part somewhere, I think. Send one Speedroid Red Eyes Dice or Synchro Monster to your graveyard from your deck or your field. Return... Okay, there it is. So we've got to return one card from your hand to the deck. Send... Okay, so they've removed the fact you have to return a card from the hand to the deck. Which is a little bit interesting, because sometimes you actually wanted to return cards, because you'd open things you'd want to actually be able to put in the graveyard with your skill. But I guess in this case, it doesn't matter. That doesn't matter too much anymore because the skill's already focused on just the Speedroid Red Eyes Die rather than being able to send the other level 3 now. So it's just a nice update in general. It's pretty nice. Yeah, just not being able to return a card, just +1 extra cards in hand, which is kind of cool. I don't think this will affect the meta too much, because the main reason this skill isn't as good anymore is because it can't send the level 3 anymore, which is like the main strength the deck list had. So I don't think it's too much of an update. It's certainly nice, of course, for Speedroid players, because that's just +1 extra card, but it shouldn't affect too much, I don't think. Although Speedroid's pretty close to being a relevant deck list, so I wouldn't be surprised if it ended up being tier 3 or something, but I don't think that'll change too much. Gateway to Another Dimension. Okay, so what exactly was this skill? Summon monster from your extra deck to your graveyard and change the level of all monsters on your field. Graveyard. Oh, it's the Chronomaly skill. Oh, they're buffing the Chronomaly skill? Okay. Alright, it's definitely a requirement. We've removed, like, all the dot points. Single use once per turn. If you begin the duel with a deck that's extra deck that contains no monsters other than Chronomaly monsters or light number monsters, this skill can be used if the duel begins your deck contains 12 or more Chronomaly monsters. Oh, so they've kept the second part? But they've removed the 12 or more Chronomaly monsters. Okay. How relevant is that? I've got a Chronomaly... Where's my Chronomaly list? I don't know how relevant is that. Come on, Duel Links. Load quicker, please. Oh my god. Of course. Get off my screen real quick. I don't care. Alright. Zexal, right? How impactful is 12? There you are. So this is what I was playing with Chronomaly last time I played it. The deck list was fairly decent, so I guess you can cut some stuff now. What do you even, like, particularly need to cut? Because I quite like most of the cards in here. All the stuff is just, like, searches or one-card combo pieces. So it's not exactly, like, It's a huge change. It means you can play more backer if you like, I guess. Yeah, I guess just cut some of the stuff and keep just more one-card combo pieces and then just... I don't know how much... I don't even know if that's even a good change. It feels weird cutting some of these Chronomaly monsters. Some of them are, like, really useful. Like, these ones, like, you, like, need this thing to go second. And the others just search pieces. And if you don't open 2 Chronomaly monsters, this card's pretty dead, so... I don't even know if that's even much of a buff, but... Anyway, I don't think that'll change literally anything. Yeah, I'd be surprised if that changes anything about the deck list at all. Alright, what else do we have? Empty, infinite, and infinite light. Okay, what did you change for this one? I cannot tell... Oh, wait, I can. What the hell is this? Can be used during your next turn after one of the empty machines is moved from the field. Your next turn? Oh, so it just means you can use it on the turn it's removed? Is that all they changed? Let me just check DLM to see if that's all they changed. Yeah, that's all they changed. They made it so that this second part of the skill can be used on the exact same turn that your opponent removed your stuff. So if they, like, MST in response to your stuff. And what does that second part even do? Reveal one, set from the ultimate Timelord in your hand to your opponent, send 10 different times. Okay. It's the part of the skill that never really mattered anyway. Alright, so that changes absolutely nothing because no one cares about the second part of the skill. Okay, well, cool change. I'm sure the 3 Timelord players out there are really going to enjoy that change. Alright, moving on. We have Raging Pendulum. So this is the big one. So we've been asking for this change for absolutely decades, and I'm just hoping they added restrictions to it, because that's all we cared about. We just want restrictions on the skill so we don't play it with a whole bunch of other random shit. I guess to be fair, it was kind of... I don't know. I actually don't know what I want them to do to this skill. Hopefully it's something good. Alright, where is the change? So it's definitely a smaller text here, so it's somewhere in here. Alright, it's there it's there. 3 eligible. Add 1 of 3 eligible fire monsters from names outside your deck to your hand. Yeah, they just removed it. They've just removed the part you can add a card from your extra card to your hand. Okay, that's very impactful. That's literally just like a free piece you normally got is now gone. That's 1 less potential rank 4 Xyz monster you can make. That's 1 less of that stupid card that protects your field from destruction, potentially, if they happen to RNG into that. That's a pretty big deal. It's also 1 less Link if you wanted to go into like the Link variants, but I don't think they were even played that much anymore, because everyone was sort of off the Orcus train, I think. So, yeah, I don't really know, let's have a look at a Odd Eyes list real quick. So it just means you can't really make rank 4s as easy, which is kind of nice. So all these rank 4s are a lot harder to make. Surely that's enough to kill the skill now. Like, it was already, like, only doing well in specifically, KC Cups. Outside that, it was only sort of a cog deck with occasional tournament toppings. So I think that should be enough, right? Surely that's enough to finally get this skill out of my face. Which is good, because I don't like pendulum skills, and I don't like this pendulum deck was around for, or just any deck that's been around for, like, however many decades this thing has been around, so nice to see it finally, hopefully hit the chopping block. Alright, and that's basically it for the changes, so let me know down below if there's any skills you think they particularly missed with this ban list. I think there was, I swear there was some other skill I was particularly looking for that I'm surprised wasn't on here, but I don't remember what it was. Oh yeah, Trickstar. Trickstar's still doing occasionally well in them KC Cups and stuff, which is like, it's a fairly old deck, so I thought maybe they'd consider hitting it. It's not the strongest deck around, but the fact that it was just so popular in KC Cups still, despite its age. I guess Salad's also pretty old, so these two decks are both pretty old. So I thought maybe the Orcus skill would have been changed. But everything else on here is kind of, actually I thought the Rocket skill might be changed too, because the Rocket skill, yeah, the Rocket skill is actually fairly strong still. Oh yeah, Rocket hella should have gotten a nerf, actually. Rocket was the second most popular deck in the KC Cup, right? And it received no hits on the ban list at all. So they're still full power with no skill change. I thought they'd set a requirement for the skill that forced you to have to shuffle a card back into the deck. Because I believe there's a point where this skill used to do that, and they've changed it back. I thought they just reverted again. Huh. Oh, that's surprising. I thought Rocket would be on here 100%. That's odd. Alright, so interesting skill hits. I'm not particularly a huge fan of the hits, just because it's only really affecting one deck on the actual meta, and the others just sort of like nice little niche buffs for people that want to play those particular archetypes. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this, remember to leave a like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. And yeah, let me know down below your thoughts on the ban list. Thank you guys for watching. Hope to see you in the next one. Laters.